From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your evening weather update.
We've had a mix of sun and clouds across the area on this Tuesday, and even a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. Here's a look at the Arctic Air Skycam network. You see the clouds that we have out here today have a little more vertical growth to them, and that's a sign that we are dealing with showers across the area and some thunderstorms. Where it's not raining, we're pretty warm though. Hohenwald is down to a rain-cooled 74 degrees after showers and thunderstorms move through, but we're back up to 88 in Lawrenceburg, 88 in Athens, 86 in Columbia late this afternoon, 92 in the Shoals, 86 in Russellville, 84 in Decatur and Savannah, 87 over in Iuka, Mississippi. You see the scattered showers and thunderstorms definitely scattered across the area here on satellite and radar composite. And we have a cold front upstream over the plains. You see a severe thunderstorm watch into portions of Oklahoma and Arkansas just popping up. We may have a few strong to severe thunderstorms ahead of this front as we move through our Wednesday afternoon. Storm Prediction Center has the entire area under a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather for tomorrow on Wednesday, 1 being the lowest risk level, 5 being the highest. So we're at the low end of this, so not a big severe weather threat, but a couple storms could have some severe thunderstorm warnings. Here's how the threats break down. Main timing is for the afternoon. Now there will be some showers and thunderstorms possible during the morning, but the potential for a few strong ones is highest during the afternoon. We'll break down timing with Futurecast here in just a moment, but here's how the threat types break down. You can see everything is on the low end of the spectrum. Damaging straight line winds are possible. A few storms could have some 40, 50, 60 mile per hour winds. Maybe a few storms with some small hail, some localized flooding. Notice that we don't have a color bar there for the tornado threat. Anytime you have a severe thunderstorm, tornado threat's not completely zero, but I have no reason to believe that tornadoes should be expected tomorrow. But anytime you have a severe thunderstorm, tornado threat is not completely zero, but it will be as close to zero as you can have when you have a few strong thunderstorms moving through. Here's the Futurecast breakdown showing a few scattered showers and thunderstorms remaining into the evening until about 10 p.m. to midnight, and then with the loss of daytime heating, those settle down. We drop down to the upper 60s, lower 70s around daybreak, and maybe a few showers or thunderstorms developing around daybreak with the first of 2 impulses. Now, I'm not quite convinced morning thunderstorms are going to be as widespread as what you're going to see here on Futurecast, but it's possible. Anything through the morning, I don't think it's really going to be a severe threat because we haven't destabilized the atmosphere enough, but there may be some gusty winds and maybe some heavy rain with some lightning during the morning hours. It's the afternoon storms after 12, 1 o'clock, closer to 2 that I'm worried about going into the mid to late afternoon. Not a big severe weather threat again, but if we have enough sunshine and destabilization, a couple of these storms could prompt severe thunderstorm warnings, with the main threat being gusty straight line winds and small hail. I think by 6 or 7 o'clock, most of this is shifting off to the south of our area, and we'll have a cool front coming in. So not only the rain-cooled air after the thunderstorms, but some slightly cooler and drier air coming in, especially as we head late tomorrow night into Thursday. And that's the start of pattern changes here that gets us back to some slightly cooler air and some quiet conditions for the rest of the week into our weekend ahead. Mostly sunny as we go through Thursday afternoon. More of a northwesterly wind behind the front, so drier air moving in. That's reinforced for Friday with another upper level disturbance coming through. There might be some showers down in central Mississippi and Alabama with this, but I think our area is going to stay dry with this on Friday, just an increase in clouds. And then back to partly cloudy and mostly sunny over the weekend. Daytime highs over the weekend with a northerly breeze maybe in the lower 80s, if not the upper 70s here. Notice also the morning lows closer to the weekend, getting back down into the lower 60s, if not the upper 50s. So another early preview of fall here as we get closer and closer to the cooler months. We're watching the tropics very carefully. We're getting closer also to the heart of the Atlantic hurricane season. The peak of that is on September 10th. And we do have one really interesting system to watch here already. Tropical Storm Lee, you see on satellite, thunderstorms increasing around the center of circulation this afternoon. You also notice a healthy outflow in all directions. So that's a sign of a healthy and intensifying system. Here's the latest track on Lee. It's the 4 p.m. Central Time Advisory. Maximum sustained winds are now 45 miles an hour. moving west-northwest at 16, expected to become a hurricane over the next few days, and a major hurricane by late week into the weekend as it moves north of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and by the weekend, possibly a Category 4 or stronger hurricane out here in the southwest Atlantic. Computer model output only goes through about 7 days on our map here, but it does show most models starting a recurve into the weekend and early next week. The likely scenario is this recurves off the east coast of the United States, but we'll be watching carefully because it's far out there and there is some time for a little change. But as of right now, it looks more like a recurve system. And as of right now, I have no reason to believe this will be a threat to the Gulf of Mexico, but we'll watch everything for you. A few showers and thunderstorms linger until about midnight, and then partly to mostly cloudy. And then a few more showers and thunderstorms start up tomorrow morning. Morning lows in the upper 60s, lower 70s. And a good chance of off and on showers and thunderstorms through the day for our Wednesday. And again, a few of these could be strong to possibly severe. Main threat being gusty straight line winds, heavy rain, possibly some small hail, and also some frequent lightning. Highs in the upper 80s to near 90. More the same in northwest Alabama. Periods of showers and thunderstorms likely, especially for the afternoon, if they're possible in the morning. Again, a few of those could be locally strong, severe, main threat, gusty straight line winds. Daytime highs here also in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees. After our Wednesday storms, we go quiet for a while here, partly cloudy and mostly sunny. Through the rest of the week and the weekend, even into early next week, rain chances settle down. Daytime highs come out of the upper 80s, lower 90s. Back down into the lower 80s for Friday and the weekend, and we may have to bump those Saturday, Sunday numbers down a couple more degrees. I wouldn't rule out a 78 or a 79 here and there in Middle Tennessee over the weekend for your daytime highs. We also may bump the lows back into the upper 50s. And no runaway heat here for at least the next 7 days. There's your latest extended forecast. I'll be back at 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.